President Trump has ordered the U.S. to start stockpiling medicine in a strategic reserve. NTD's Washington correspondent Jack Bradley has warned how this move could reduce U.S. dependence on China.
President Trump this week signed an executive order to refill the strategic reserves for pharmaceuticals. The order helps reduce America's dependence on other countries, even adversaries like China, for life-saving medicine. According to the White House, 2 out of 5 finished prescription drugs are made in the U.S., and 1 in 10 active pharmaceutical ingredients are made here in the U.S., with a significant portion sourced in China.
The United States depends on China for 95% of the key components that are necessary to make our generic drugs. And if China shut the door on exports within months, our healthcare system would begin to collapse. That's how dependent we are. And it's not just us. The world is dependent. Europe is dependent.
Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said in a recent congressional testimony that China has significant leverage over pharmaceuticals and that it would be disastrous if they stopped sending them to the U.S.
A large part of our pharma does come from the PRC. That actually gives them negotiating leverage. I think it would be a tragic mistake if they were ever to flip off that switch, but it's always there. They could. They flipped off other switches.
Trump's order also encourages more domestic production of these ingredients. He's also working to revive domestic pharmaceutical production with tariffs.
And we'll be announcing something very soon on pharmaceuticals. We're going to give people about a year and a half to come in, and after that they're going to be tariffed if they have to bring the pharmaceuticals into the country, the drugs and other things into the country. They're going to be tariffed at a very, very high rate, like 200%.
Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick says that such tariffs will stop the U.S. from relying so heavily on China.
We can't be relying on China for fundamental things that we need. Our medicines and our semiconductors need to be built in America.
The strategic reserve will stockpile active pharmaceutical ingredients rather than the finished drug products, as they often have a stronger shelf life. The program was created under Trump's first term, but Trump criticized the Biden administration for leaving the reserve nearly empty. The U.S. has other strategic reserves, too, in case of a national emergency, stockpiling things like oil, food, and critical minerals. Reporting by Jack Bradley, NTD News.